Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, wonderful people. Today we are diving into one of the most controversial, I would say, Call of Duty series, Black Ops 6. Beta is out, today is the final day of the first weekend. People were excited before the beta was released, but unfortunately everything just turned into a complete dumpster fire with a lot of people, with big part of community complaining what's currently happening. So today we are gonna be a little bit constructive and we are gonna talk about the 5 crucial things Activision needs to do in order to save Black Ops 6, because there is still time to save this game. From controversial matchmaking system to cheating, graphics and gameplay mechanics, let's break down what needs to be fixed for this game to succeed, guys.
Yeah, they're doing it. Hey, they're doing everything right, bro. They're doing everything right this time, dude.
First and foremost on the list definitely is engagement optimized matchmaking system, or notoriously known as EOMM. This is a hot topic among players, and for good reason. EOMM is designed to keep players engaged by matching them in a way that maximizes their playtime. So in theory this sounds good, it means more people playing, right? But in reality it often feels manipulative, and it is a form of manipulation. So frustration over phone, guys. EOMM often results in players being placed in matches where they are either outmatched or far superior to their opponents. The intent is to keep players on a roller coaster of wins and losses to keep them engaged, but it ends up making many players feel frustrated as their performance seems to be less about skill and more about algorithmic manipulation. And that's when it comes to your, oh Jesus, I'm so bad at this game, what is happening, I maybe should quit. No, you're not bad. EOMM is manipulating your experience. That's why you're not hitting your shots. It's not because you can't hit your shots, it's because the system, this cancerous system, is manipulating your experience. So this means also that this manipulative system kind of promotes less skill-based players. So games that are supposed to reward skills and improvement ends up feeling more random. Players can't reliably practice and improve if they don't understand what skill level their matches are actually pitched at. That's, again, as I said before, pure manipulation. So it's not you guys, don't put yourself down. It's this game and this cancerous system that's being created by Activision that manipulates your experience. So this one is very simple. To save Black Ops 6, Activision needs to dial down the EOMM intensity. Let players have more consistent experience based on skill rather than engagement statistics. This will make the game feel fairer and more rewarding. And there's nothing else to be explained over here. It's simple as that, guys. Closely related, guys, to notorious EOMM is the skill-based matchmaking system, or notoriously known as SBMM. Has been a point of connection for many players. While the idea behind SBMM is to create balanced matches where players face opponents of similar skill levels, it often leads to a less enjoyable experience. And especially now when the player base is lower than, let's say, a few years ago, SBMM is completely broken and you're definitely not ending up in a lobbies with your skill level. Now there's few problems with the current SBMM. One of them is high pressure. For many players, every match feels like a high-stake tournament. This isn't what casual players are looking for. They log on to have fun after a long day. They want to unwind, not sweat it against players of identical or higher skills. And that's the problem, guys. Lately, no matter which mode you play, Warzone, Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, like you can, I can play only a few rounds because sweating is just incredible. You have to sweat all the time in order to kind of get a bit of a satisfaction. And sweating for me for more than 3 to 5 games is just out of the equation because it's not working. You just end up like being on a training in a gym, which for me is not an option. I'm playing these games to relax and of course to improve my skills. The second one would be a no room for fun. So the strict matchmaking criteria removes the element of surprise and fun. When every game is about proving skills, there's little room for casual fun matches where players can try new strategies or just mess around. Now guys, we have to understand that 90%, and I'm repeating myself, 90% of Call of Duty community are casual players that are 9 to 5, they're working their jobs hard, they're feeding their families, and they just want to hop on to Call of Duty, have a few rounds, have a few matches with their friends, and go to bed. Why Activision is currently only catering streamers, movement kings, etc., I have no clue, because community is already shrinked enough. After this, I'm not sure that many players will just stay and continue playing, because as I said numerous times in previous videos, casual players, unfortunately, they have nothing to search or do in this game. This game is definitely not for them, and I can see already the massive erosion of people after the Black Ops 6 is released, especially when the new movement and the new engine is integrated in Warzone. So to make Black Ops 6 more enjoyable, SBMM needs a rework that allows for more relaxed matchmaking. Players should have the option to engage in competitive modes with strict SBMM or choose more relaxed casual modes where skill matching is less intense. But unfortunately, we already heard numerous announcements by Activision and their studios that they are not intending to change anything in regards of the SBMM. Why? That only them know why they don't want to do that. Only them. But I have a simple theory. They're just trying to make people they're trying to create addiction, because their interest is only that you stay longer in the game, nothing else. They don't care are you gonna have any fun or not. The third thing that needs to be done is to curb the cheating. Now, cheating is a massive problem in Call of Duty games, and Black Ops 6 is one of the proofs. Oh my god, guys, there's not a single lobby in the current beta without the cheater, especially if you're a little bit better. If your KD is average 2.5, 3.5, 4, whatever, you're gonna end up in an absolute demon lobbies where you cannot actually distinguish who is having some skills, who is cheating, who is doing what. It's disgusting. Despite anti-cheat measures like Ricochet, which I like to call Ricochet, cheaters still plague the series, ruining the experience for everybody else. So rampant cheating, guys, the biggest issue. From mainbots to wall hacks, cheating makes fair competition impossible. It's very discouraging to lose to a cheater, especially in ranked matches where stakes are absolutely high, guys. False positives, we witnessed that recently. Even worse, innocent players sometimes get caught in the crossfire of anti-cheat systems, leading to a shadow bans and temporarily a suspension that frustrates and alienate loyal and skillful players. And I have my simple theory why is this happening, guys. Activision and their studios, instead of investing in people, investing in engineers, and creating an army of people who are going to work on the anti-cheat, on a robust anti-cheat system, they're relying on artificial intelligence only because they want to cut the costs. You have to understand that employing good people takes time, money, dedication, training, and it costs. And they don't want to do that. They only want to cut the costs, and that's why we're having the influx of false bans, because obviously AI is not AI is not doing the things right. So Activision needs to implement stronger, more effective anti-cheat measures that can quickly identify and eliminate cheaters without falsely banning innocent players. Transparency about how these systems work could also help reassure the community that the game is fair and secure. And guys, again, this needs to be done by people, not AI, or combo in between AI and people would be a good option as well. One surprising issue, and this is the fourth one with Black Ops 6, is its graphics. Many players have commented that game's visual feel cartoonish, detracing from the gritty realism that the series is known for, and the game is looking more and more like Fortnite, and you cannot deny that, guys. So what's currently wrong with the graphics? First of all, cartoonish look. Players expect a certain level of realism in Call of Duty games. When characters and environment look overly styled as cartoons, it breaks immersion. Players want to feel like they are in a realistic war zone, not a Saturday morning cartoon. And that's a fact, guys. The game is turning into a Fortnite, and it's absolutely atrocious what they are currently doing. But no wonder, again, I'm not surprised given the fact that half of the developers that used to work on Fortnite game, they are now in Call of Duty. Visual clarity also. Overly colorful or exaggerated graphics can also affect gameplay, making it harder to spot enemies or navigate environments effectively. Clear, realistic graphics are crucial for a game that requires fast reflexes and strategic play. So, Activision should consider tweaking the art style to bring it more in line with the realistic look fans are expecting. This change could make the game more immersive and enjoyable, drawing players deeper into the experience. And just remember Verdansk, guys. Verdansk graphics was so serious and so realistic that I don't know what happened in the meantime that this completely changed into a Fortnite outlook. And last but not least, guys, is Activision, please fix the Omni movement. It's not working. It's like reinventing the wheel, and it's definitely not working. So last but not least, as I said, let's talk about the Omni movement in Black Ops 6. This new movement mechanic was supposed to add a fresh layer of strategy to the game, but it's being criticized for being clunky and unnecessary. So there are two problems with the Omni movement at the moment. First one is clunky controls, so many players find the Omni movement awkward and difficult to use effectively. It doesn't add to the fluidity of gameplay. Instead, it feels like it slows things down and complicates simple actions. So the second problem with the Omni movement would be unnecessary complexity. So Call of Duty has always been about fast, responsive controls. Adding layers of complexity that don't enhance gameplay is a step in the wrong direction, guys. Players want to focus on shooting and strategy, not struggling with movement mechanics and just wrestling with your controls and mouse and keyboard. It's absolutely ridiculous. So to improve the player experience, Activision should refine or even remove the Omni movement system. Focus on making movement more responsive, which has always been a hallmark of Call of Duty series. We don't need this extra layer of shit, I would say, because nobody's using this at all. Like I only seen a few sweats and a few cheaters that are using this. Apart from that, I haven't seen a lot of people, using this Omni movement. And now, guys, to wrap up the things, Black Ops 6 has the potential to be one of the best games in the Call of Duty franchise, but it's currently held back by several critical issues. By toning down EOMM and SBMM, curbing cheating, improving the graphics, and fixing the Omni movement, Activision can ensure that Black Ops 6 delivers fun, engaging, and fair experience for all players. So we can only hope they listen to the community and make the necessary changes. Otherwise, I would be very worried for the player base, especially when this new system integrates in Warzone. Now, guys, if you agree with these points or have your own suggestions, drop them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates on all things Call of Duty. Thanks for watching. And until next time, my fellow Verdansk citizens, I wish you all the best and stay frosty.